Hi guys, I'm Dave in real life and welcome to today's
Unmissable
Art Tag.
Yeah, we're starting off yet again with hot topic and major part of the story from last night's SmackDown. And I thought I'd give this its own little segment. To be quite honest with you, we will be going to the SmackDown Hotel just in a little while in this video, but felt like this needed its own little spot. And that was the Solo Sikoa going solo. I will explain. Basically, Jimmy Uso and Carmella Hayes was having a match, which did get interrupted by Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu, causing this match to go into a no contest. As Jimmy was getting beaten down, Solo made his appearance and came down to the ring. Looked like we was gonna get a promo. He was advertised as his return before the show started, so it wasn't a great surprise that we saw Solo Sikoa show up. What was a surprise is just what happened during the ad break. Uh, during the ad break, basically Solo would be stood in the center of the ring, looking ready to go with the promo. Jacob Fatu was impatient, so to say, and was really trying to rile the crowd. Shut up! Let the man talk. Let Solo Sikoa talk. But that didn't stop the fans. Basically, they booed for the entire 3 minutes. That I think the USA Network were away on a ad break. We were still seeing this footage live on Netflix. So yeah, as we came back from the commercial break, Jacob handed the microphone to Solo. Solo threw the mic down. He didn't want to talk. The crowd were still booing, carrying on, which must have upset Solo to the point that he just left the ring, leaving Jacob Fatu confused. In fact, very confused. Interesting point as well is that Jacob didn't say for the last 2 weeks, for fact, hasn't said, I love you, Solo, like he would normally do. He wasn't acknowledging Solo as much, which I did think in the live stream was a bit strange. Maybe Solo Sikoa is not considered that person anymore, which, yeah, very, very strange indeed. So, yeah, leads you to wild speculation on what is actually going off with this group. Solo just walking away seemed very uncharacteristic, or is he trying to emulate what Roman did? I mean, didn't Roman threaten to walk out of the crowd if they didn't behave? He was the undisputed champion at the time, though, whereas Solo was just Solo, not a tribal chief. Yeah, it was just very weird, and obviously has big, massive question marks on it. I mean, I don't know what's going off, to be fair. It did feel like Jacob could actually attack Solo in that segment, and then we could move away from it that way. But yeah, this way just seems a little bit weird because what Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga meant to do. I mean, they are in action in the next couple of weeks, which is amazing. Tama Tonga will take on LA Knight next week. Well, that's what directly happened after Solo left. LA Knight came down to the ring to attack both Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, which led to him getting beaten down by the two, which was always going to happen. Then we got a massive, huge return of Braun Strowman, who came down to aid LA Knight, which left both Tama and Jacob reeling and leaving the ring. This would lead to matches. Obviously, next week, Tama Tonga will take on LA Knight, on SmackDown. But then a even bigger match than that is that Braun Strowman will take on Jacob Fatu at Saturday Night's main event in 2 weeks' time. This is a week's time, in fact, the 25th of January. This is going to go down. Amazing, amazing, amazing. This match is going to be mouth-watering. Two absolute beasts taking each other on. Yes, please. WWE, this is amazing. A match made in brutal heaven. But yeah, this just needed its own little segment, I guess. Its own little talking point. I don't know quite what's going off with Solo Sikoa and what this has in store for the bloodline going forward. But it looks like there's a little bit of dissension. There's a little bit of misdirection. And it really needs somebody to come in and sort this group out. I don't know who. I mean, Tonga Loa's not exactly somebody I would call in to save this situation. He's out injured anyway and probably won't be back until after WrestleMania. So, yeah, this is just completely weird. I don't know if they're trolling us, that they've made it look like there is a split on the cards and then it's all been a rouge. But I don't know. Let me know what you think of all this. It just looked like Solo Sikoa didn't like the boos from the crowd and took his ball home. I'm not playing anymore. I'm going home. He even took his jacket off and put it on his shoulder. Oh, Polo Solo. We feel sorry for Solo. Bless him. Oh, he went home and cried. He's still crying now. Oh, he needs to go and see his final boss. Oh, anyway, all joking aside, yeah, I think this was the major talking point of the show. We are going to now take a visit down to that.
Welcome to the Smackdown Hotel.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to the Smackdown Hotel. Yes, Smackdown. It was a pretty decent show, to be honest. Quite a lot of stuff did happen. We've now taken away. We will not be talking about the Solo situation anymore. We're just going to talk about the rest of the show. And it did start off with Rey Mysterio. I mean, this was kind of weird. Weren't really expecting Rey, but then when you look at it, it did absolutely make sense. San Diego is Rey Mysterio's hometown. It is where he hails from. So, yeah, putting him out there. It's just like what they did with Bayley when she was in San Jose. That was Bayley's hometown. So it just can make perfect sense. But Rey came down to the ring, welcome to SmackDown, and then announced that, yes, he will be taking part in this year's Royal Rumble. And each and every week, we're only 2 weeks away now, but every week now we're getting another person added to that Rumble match, which OMG looks absolutely stacked. I mean, it's already stacked with the likes of Roman, John Cena, CM Punk, Seth. I mean, honestly, we'll get the whole 30 members mentioned by the time we get to the Rumble. So there's that to look forward to. And we've only got Nia in the women's. It's like they forgot that there's a women's Rumble. Yeah, only Nia is confirmed so far for the women's Rumble match. So Nia's winning. She's done. She'll come down to the ring and she'll just stand there and that's it. She wins. So yeah, it's kind of weird that we're getting all these male announcements for the Rumble and we've only got Nia for the women's. Well done, WWE. That really equals out excellently. But then obviously we did get an interruption, but it was by Kevin Owens who came out, which was a bit weird. But it is even more weird that we learned that Kevin Owens and Rey Mysterio have never met in the ring. What? Out of the countless years that these guys have been on the same roster, and they are not, haven't competed against each other. I thought this was absolutely mind-blowing. But what I loved about Kevin Owens coming out is the T-shirt that he wore. This was their blatant dig at Cody Rhodes. The Canadian Dream, son of a security systems technician, is what it said on his T-shirt, which was mega lols. Obviously, Cody is the American Dream, the son, American Nightmare, the son of a plumber, But so this was definitely a dig at that. Obviously, Kevin Owens did come out and he basically got in the face of Ray and wanted Ray, if he wins the Rumble, which he in his mind, Ray has won the Rumble, he would ask Ray to pick him as his champion to face at WrestleMania. Ray was like pretty confused at this because, like, you know, you're not a champion, right? You need to be a champion for me to pick you. And this obviously upset Kevin Owens, who totally believes he's the real WWE champion because he's got that winged eagled belt. So yeah, this did lead down to a beatdown between both of them in ring. Then we find out later that Ray demanded a match against Kevin Owens, and we did get that match later on in the show. During this and throughout the show, Nick Aldis was looking for both Kevin Owens and, of course, Cody Rhodes to sign the contract. He wanted the contract signing for Royal Rumble, but neither guy wanted to. No, I'm not signing until he signs it. It was a bit babyish, this, to be honest. You know, when he signs, I sign. And then, of course, Kevin Owens said the exact same thing when he was asked. So, yeah, girl blouses everywhere. I'm not signing until he signed. I mean, it really childish. And I bet Nick Aldis just felt like a teacher trying to bloody sort naughty kids out. I mean, yep, Nick Aldis, the teacher, trying to teach the kids. Please sign. We did get confirmation that there will be a contract signing at Saturday night's main event. God, that show is getting stacked as every second, and it's going to be overseen, moderated by the one Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. Yes, so pretty much down for that. There's going to be some kind of shenanigans. Maybe a table or two will get broken on the Saturday night's main event when this contract signing goes down. These two just literally can't keep their hands off each other. So it's going to be extremely interesting. We did get some wrestling action, though. I will rush through these. We've got Wonder Woman and Naomi retaining against Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Obviously, more implications on the Jade Cargill stuff. She was mentioned yet again, but with nothing really happening there. So, come on, let's get on with it already. Then we had Piper Niven beat B-Fab. It was good to see B-Fab on SmackDown last night. More of her, please, WWE. We need some of the lesser talent pushed to the forefront. Still haven't seen Blair Davenport yet. So they did claim that she was going to get a push now, but SmackDown was 3 hours, but with that's still yet to materialize. So yeah, we'll wait on that one. Then, of course, we had Motor City Machine Guns with yet another victory as they lead to be number one contenders for that DIY title. They beat Gaza. Let's get it right. So they beat Los Gaza. Pretty deadly, tried to help Los Gara. Failed. And this led to some backstage kerfuddle with DIY, who just pretty much told Pretty Deadly, you know, you're not going to get a title shot. In fact, you're pathetic. This will lead to a match next week where that Pretty Deadly will take on Motor City Machine Guns. I think we're still building Motor City Machine Guns up against DIY, the replay. So when that happens, I do not know, but it certainly looks that what they're doing. Then we did have the match between Kevin Owens and Rey Mysterio. This was pretty good. In fact, one of the matches of the night. There was two really, really good matches. This one and, of course, the main event. This one, I really enjoyed Kevin Owens and Rey. Their first meeting was a very good meeting. Hopefully they have another match in the near future. This certainly whetted the appetite, so to say. Kevin Owens did win, but then he went to power drive Rey Mysterio after the match. There was interesting moments with Aaliyah, Rey's daughter, when he was in front of her beating up her dad. And then when Rey turned the tables Aaliyah absolutely enjoyed it and was clapping crazy. During that segment as well, there was Victoria in the crowd. So shout out to Victoria, ex-champion, of course, and former TNA knockout as well. So it's good to see her in the crowd. But yeah, this did bring out Cody Rhodes. He stopped the power driver. They started beating each other up as per usual. And yeah, that's when we got Nick Aldis saying that there will be a contract signing at Saturday night's main event. So yeah, all things going well to the main event, which the main event did see Tiffany Stratton defend her WWE Championship against Bayley. This was a cracking match. Two amazing competitors. I thought this match was brilliant. It swayed back and forth. Bayley did look like she was going to win at one point, which would have been a shock. But no, Tiffany Stratton does retain with the perfect moonsault ever claiming the victory over Bayley. I mean, Bayley did do the Bayley to belly several times during this match and didn't get the job done. I feel, though, that Bayley's attention was a little bit distracted as there was a little bit of a face-off between her and Roxanne Perez. Yes, Roxanne Perez was in the crowd as well. So, yeah, she was a little bit of a distraction, but there was no altercation between both of them. Tiffany Stratton picking up a clean victory, which was absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, there you go. Tiffany Stratton did retain in the night's main event, and Tiffy time continues. She's at the very Tiffy top. And as this fine says, show me your Tiffies. In fact, he got ejected out of the arena for this sign. Surely they check the signs before they go in, right? Unless he writ this bear at the moment. But yeah, show me your Tiffies was definitely the sign of the night for me. They didn't show it on the sign of the night because they were scared. But they should have done. But yeah, this actual sign was behind Roxanne Perez when she was shown in the crowd. So that was very much fun. There was a video package leading before the night's main event for Charlotte Flair. I mean, yes, Charlotte Flair is on her way back to WWE, which is a long time coming, I've got to say. But yeah, the video package helped actually boss. I mean, looks like she's had a wild time since she's been away, laying on yachts, doing various shopping trips and all of that. I mean, no wonder she didn't want to come back. She's been having a blast away from WWE. Look at her. But yeah, this is obviously a promo to totally suggest that Charlotte Flair is on her way. It's only 2 weeks away from Royal Rumble. Does she come back before the Rumble? That's a big question. Does she? Or do we just wait until the Rumble until she returns? And what feud does she go straight into once she does return? I mean, yeah, mouth watering, isn't it? But yeah, big episode of SmackDown this week. I give it a 7. It wasn't my favourite show of the week. That goes to NXT. Goes to NXT, which I give a 7.75. I think I give Raw a 7.5. I'm guessing now because I can't remember. But I think I did give the show of the week to NXT. So yeah, I mean, obviously this is unmissable. You need to still check out this show, in my opinion, just the question marks on Solo right at the beginning, and of course the stuff between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes is really interesting as well. Cannot wait to see who goes through the table at Saturday night's main event, and of course Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman. Unfortunately, no live stream for Saturday night's main event, but I will do a predictions video for it. I will do a review of it once it's aired and all of that good stuff. So there will be content on the channel. We are back live for something different on Sunday. We're going to do 2 footy streams. Yeah, we're going back to the footy. So Footy Sunday, doing Leeds United game. And I believe we might be doing a WSL game as well when it's Man City taking on Manchester United. So that could be very interesting on Sunday. So we will be back for that. If you're interested in football, aka soccer for you Americans. If you're interested in that, please look out for that information. And yeah, I'll see you there. Anyway, I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome. Leave in the comment section below what you thought of this week's SmackDown, and I will endeavour to answer your questions in the comment section below. Anyway, I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome. Bye for now.